Hey everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back. My AT&T box has been beeping. That indicates that it's time to replace the backup battery that's located inside. It's one of these 12-volt gold top batteries. Now this battery is critical to your system because if you have a power outage, this is what keeps your phone and internet working during the power outage. So we're going to replace that today, and luckily it's something that even I can do. Couple quick things before we actually replace the battery. Number one, you might need a needle nose pliers, so just in case, have one of these around. Number two, if you want to silence the alarm, because it does make this annoying beep, you can do that by pushing this blue button here. It will silence it for 24 hours. Or you can just disconnect the battery, and that will also silence the beeping until you can get a replacement. Alright, so with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Now I happen to have it outside a box that has the equipment in it. That's not always going to be the case. My mother-in-law, she has Verizon. She had a box similar to this inside the house, just near the wall jack. Same thing though, making a beeping noise, has a little light, tells you that you need to replace the battery. So wherever your box is, just track that down and follow the sound, and then we'll show you how to replace the battery. Phillips screw. So let's go ahead and do that. And the last screw. So make sure you hold on to it or it'll fall away because it's not hinged or anything. Alright, then once you're inside, you'll see your box. You'll see the light that's flashing that says replace battery. And so you need to get in this, that's just a pull on this notched area right here. And we'll just pull it to the right. Now it does kind of have a hinge, but not really. It'll swing open, but it more than likely is going to fall away, so that's fine. And then inside you'll see your battery. Now the battery has two wires, and they plug in a modular plug right up in here. So I recommend removing it from that plug and then dealing with the wires after you have the battery out. So I'm just going to reach up in here. I'm going to push and pull down. Okay, so you removed your modular clip. Now we're just going to pull the battery forward. Now there's a piece of plastic here that you're going to need to just swing out to the left a little bit so that you can clear the battery. And then you can pull forward. Now it's just sitting there on that shelf. But what might happen is there's a little bit of a notch here that could obstruct the wires as you're pulling forward, so you might need to just get in there with your screwdriver or something and push the wires down out of the way so that you can then pull and clear the battery away from there. So if it's possible to just pull the wire off the mount, go for it. But I find that it is on there pretty tight, so grab yourself a pair of needle nose pliers and try not to rip away the plastic, and then to pull it back. And the same on the other side. And this is the old battery, so we're going to get rid of this and we'll attach this to our new battery. Okay, so in terms of replacements, I went ahead and just replaced it with the exact same battery that was in there. There are other models out there, generic versions that are compatible. They're not, I don't think, quite as well rated, so I went ahead and got this one. I think they are a little bit more money, but you know, if it's reliable, that's what matters to me. I have a link for this one up here. You can check that out. Okay, so here's our new battery. Obviously red to red and black to black. Make sure that you actually thread it through the metal part of the clip. Alright, we're ready to slide this back in the box. Now try to push these wires back towards the black so that they're out of the way of our little notch. And then we're going to set this on the ledge, pushing the little plastic flange out of the way, and then just slide it back and make sure the wires again are on the other side of that notch. Alright. At this point then, we're ready to plug in our modular clip, so just reach up and push that up and in. And there we go. So we should be back in business at this point. You'll look at our light here and you'll see that we have a green light indicating system status is green. Alright, as you saw, my door came off when I opened up the box, so I have to put that back on. Now it does have these two hinge-like things here, and they need to line up with the two slats in the side of the box. And we also need to make sure that the bottom of these two hinges line up with the two grooves that are on the receiving part of the box. So I'm going to line that up, making sure that it stays in that position. I will swing the door shut, and you might need to sort of flex it in on the other side. And there we go. Okay, so this battery is replaced, so we'll be good in a power outage regarding this particular device. Now, in order to keep your Wi-Fi and your phone stuff working on the inside of your house, you'll also have to have a battery backup for like your Google Nest or your modem, or if you have a powered phone, you'll need that also with a backup system. So I have another video that covers that in a little bit more detail. You can check that out here. So it's a more detailed version of what you just saw, plus some talk about making sure that the inside of your house is also set up for a power outage. All right, so that is it for today. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, please subscribe, and of course use our Amazon affiliate links. Until next time, this has been Steve for things that even I can do.